For the first time this season, Rovers have had a week to digest a defeat after that tough afternoon here against Toulouse. But what an opportunity for a positive response and a chance to get straight back on the horse against the Broncos. It's Featherstone versus London. Mark, great to see you back on a game day. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm excited, really. I mean, it's been a long time, so can't wait to get back out there.
A long time, 11 months or so since you last played competitively and suffered that injury. Give us a sense of what that 11 months has been like.
Tedious would be a word I'd use. No, but it's been, just constantly setting goals each week and trying to achieve them, and then, just building up for today, really.
You've actually been ready for a few weeks. Has that, in a way, been just as hard, having to be patient when you know you're ready?
Oh, it's been the worst. Knowing that I can be playing sitting on the sideline. It's just more the hard work leading up to it and then getting ready mentally. But obviously, like I said, I need to fight my way back into the team, and fortunately we've had a few injuries, so I get my chance today and I've got to take the most of it.
And on a more general note, you're coming into a side today that for the first time this year has to bounce back from a defeat. Give us a sense of what this past week has been like.
Yeah, it's been quite good. We've got a new spine this week, so we've worked a lot on our combinations and stuff, just increasing our communication between ourselves. So I actually think this week's been really good.
Good luck today, go well. Sean, for the first time this season, you've had a week to digest a defeat. What kind of week has it been for you and the staff and the players?
Oh, it's been good. You learn more from a defeat sometimes. And so we've been working on quite a bit of stuff. The boys have been training fantastic, and there's always the next game ahead. So we're here now. We put that defeat behind us. We're looking forward to a big game against London.
3 changes to your side today against what could prove a very dangerous London side. Really unfortunate to see John O'Ford injured again. Macho Koza with a head knock, but on the positive, great to have Joey Leilua back available and Mark Corella after, I think, 11 months out.
Yeah. Mark's been chomping at the bit, for the last probably 4 or 5 weeks. I wanted to give him half a game at some point, but, with the injuries and stuff like that now, he's come straight in. He put Caleb to stand off, and Mark's a good voice at the back, so it brings a bit of calm and clarity, how we attack. And, we've been working really hard on our spine. It's the 6th spine we had, for this season already, but we've been working really hard on our fix-ups from last week, so it's great to have Mark back.
You'll be hoping just finally the crowd get right behind you again today. What Toulouse seemed to do very well was stifle and quieten this normally raucous Post Office Road crowd last week. You'll be hoping that your players can produce a performance to get them right back behind you.
Yeah, 100%. They're a dangerous team, London. They've got some really, really athletic outside backs and some big boys in the middle who can cause you a bit of damage with offloads. So we've spoke about all week starting fast and finishing faster. So if we start fast, hopefully they won't make good with us, and if we get this crowd behind us like they've been doing all season, we'll give them something to cheer about.
Thank you, Sean. Good luck today.
Thank you very much, George.
Afternoon, one and all. Immediate chance for Rovers to put things right. London are the visitors. It was a big Rovers win when these two sides met in the capital, and Sean Long will be both desperate and confident for a similar kind of performance this afternoon. He's made 3 changes, the Rovers head coach. Jonathan Ford out after dislocating his shoulder. He remains confident he will return for the business end of this season. There's no Craig Hall today. Macho Koza still has stitches in his facial wound, so he sits this one out too. So Arama Howe comes into the 17, as does Joey Leilua. And there's a first Rovers start in almost 1 year for Mark Corella. Corella will be the fullback today, then Briscoe, Leilua, Hankinson and top scorer Gale. Caleb Bacon's in the halves with Tom Alakan, Gadwin, Springer, Matty Wildy and the captain James Lockwood, with Brad Day, Jack Bussey and Dan Smith into the 13. The bench, Connor Jones, John Davis, Mackenzie Yeh and Arama Howe. Here come Rovers. Led out by James Lockwood in the traditional home shirt, the butcher stripes, the navy and white with the white shorts, navy socks, and followed by London in the all red shirts, shorts and socks with black trim. Elijah Taylor, as always, alongside me on Featherstone Rovers TV to call this one. How are you, E.T.?
I'm good. 2 more weeks to go and then I can start playing footy again. So even though I'm getting comfortable commentating, I want to be out there playing football. So let's have 2 more weeks.
Well, it's been great to have you. Great to know we've got you for another couple of weeks as well, but it'll be great to see you back in this Rovers side as well.
I'll tell you what, George, it's going to be hard to get back in the team. Their forward pack, strong depth in our squad here, strong depth at the club, which is what you want in any professional setup, and that's what we're aiming for, and it's keeping everyone accountable at training. So
yeah, it's almost one of those that you look at the players not in the side as much as you do the players in the side. Yeah, such is the strength.
A great example is Mark Corella, first game back.
Can't wait to see him today.
I've done 2 ACL, I had 2 ACL rehab reconstructions, and it's a long, dark journey through. Takes a lot of mental toughness, especially to get through that rehab and to come out the other side. It's his first game back in 11 months, I believe, so we're all excited to see him play again. It's great to have him back.
Yeah, 11 and a bit months, just 2 weeks short of the year. Corella will have kicking duties today, and he swings the right boot and gets us underway. Rovers playing right to left as we look on, up the hill. London having opted to play down the hill first half. They will have the first set of 6. Could yet prove a factor in the chase for playoff places. 8th at start of play, London. They've had some notable results this year, but they've lacked a little bit of consistency. Had a great result, didn't they, against Toulouse at Summer Bash.
Great result, huge result for them as a club. No Dean Fade today, no Corey Norman, big losses there, but they're starting to build.
And they're in possession with their big battering ram, Wellington Albert, unmistakable figure down the middle. It's the last tackle. They made it 40. Have Mike Eccles' side. Back they come. It's a right-footed kick. Briscoe is under it. Overcast skies today. It's really warm. The sun's not out as such, so no sun to deal with. And the Briscoe's kick return is up to around about 30. And Corella is at first receiver left side, wanting his first carry. And here he is, Mark Corella. Dishes it up to Gareth Gale.
First touch, you would have been thinking about that for the last 2 months. Just want to get the football in your hand when you're coming back from a big layoff injury.
Yeah, he said to me, Killer, speaking to him before the match, actually it's been the last few weeks that have been the most frustrating because he's been fit and he's been ready. He's just not been able to get in the team, which is what you said, E.T. Just had to wait and be patient, even though he's been ready.
Yeah, that's the competition for positions we have here at Featherstone. We've got great depth in all positions. Here he is, Mark Corella.
There he goes. Brilliant first burst from Corella. Last tackle, Rovers 25 away. Aikens in the half today. Goes high, says challenge for that. Hankinson's after it. Comfortable claim by London, who will start on their own 10-metre line left side.
That would have stopped a little bit of nerves for Caleb as well. Not a noted kicker, but he's playing half today. Nice little touch. It's good for the confidence, especially kicking game on a breezy day as well.
It's Rovers' 8th different halfback combination of 2023 alone. And this is only game number 16. So it's been changed every 2 games. That's the kind of thing Sean Long's had to deal with this year. There goes Ilias Makani, dangerous runner, the London winger, and then brought up by Marcus Stock, wearing 12 but playing loose forward today. This is the last, finishing in exactly the same position, just a couple of metres shy of 40, and again it's a similar kick, straight down the throat of Briscoe, exactly the same end, and Briscoe will return it. He's pointing at Gale, but he brings it back himself. Oh, that could have been high. Referee saying it was up off his shoulder first. It's been an interesting weekend for referees. We saw Chris Kendall issue a red card that got a lot of talk after the hooter of the Challenge Cup game at Hull yesterday to Josh Griffin. Already today there's been an early red card in the Wigan Challenge Cup game. Let's hope we're not talking about the official after this one. Matty Wildy in the bright orange boots on the Rovers 40. Lockwood bypasses Wellington Albert. Good sidestep. Wildy waits again. Gadwin Springer up to halfway again. Well, Albert went early and missed his man. Last tackle, right on halfway. It's going to be Lacan to put his first kick in. Again goes high. Ilias Makani is the man under it. Bussey's chased him, waits for him. Oh, it's a good following tackle as well. Joey Leilua didn't miss.
Just making his presence felt. Joey Leilua on the last 3 tackles he's made, they've been good shots.
We talk about Mark Carella's return. Joey hasn't played for the last 4. 7th of May against Sheffield. Last time we saw Joey in a Rovers shirt.
He'll be out there to help Tommy Lacan defensively as well. So
do get in touch wherever you're listening to us. I'll be sure to say hello on Rovers TV as Albert just kind of waltzes over halfway, the big man. Bit of a mismatch against Matty Wildy, but Dan Smith is there to lock him in the tackle with Gadwin Springer. It's the last. This is the best completion, best end to the set for London. We're going to run it on the last. Ollie Leyland chucking it flat, not flat, forward. And they're going to turn it over. What, 35 from the Rovers line.
Showing their hand there, looking to run on final tackle. Toulouse had success with that last week as well, so they would have watched the tape from our Rovers game last weekend. So our wingers have to make adjustments and make sure we're up on final tackle. That means Mark Carella at the back has to work extra harder to cover the winger's space.
And first penalty of the game goes Rovers' way on the 40.
I've seen those go either way. This year, so might have dodged the bullet there, Rovers, but here we are, Mark Carella with a kick for touch. Our first penalty set piece and good ball.
So great chance for Rovers to mount an assault on the London line. Bussey will take the tap, and here come Rovers with Lacan and then Springer. .30 out, centre field, with Dan Smith. Akins on his left shoulder, then Hankinson. Jinking into the line, 22 metres or so from the London post. Gareth Gale straightens up, runs straight into a big contact. Wildy, this looks good for Rovers. Wildy shuffles to the left where he's got Day on his shoulder. Day hits the line hard. Jared Bassett completes the tackle. 2 or 3 tackles up the sleeve though, and Rovers are within 10. Akins right side, gives it to Smith. Springer wants it, flat ball. Crashes to the ground under the post. 5 metres away with Wildy. Akins, can he make something happen? Akins dummies to the line and scores. And that's the danger of Caleb Akins in the halves. And Rovers have the first point. 4-0 with a kick to come, 6 minutes in.
Great to see Caleb running. Not used to be playing number 6 today, but it's great for his confidence. His first kick was good. His touches of the ball, sleight of hand has been good. And then we all know how powerful of a runner he is and how deceptively strong he is and quick off the mark. He takes on a lazy defender or a tired defender, show and go, and pulls the trigger. First points of the day.
That's the positive, having Caleb Akins there in the halves. Be interesting to see what happens in the coming weeks and months in the halfbacks. With Jonathan Ford's extended absence now, Akins the man to play there today. And it's going to be Mark Carella with the kicking duties. 4-0 plus this from Carella. It's about 16 metres to the left of the posts and around about 15 metres from the line as well.
I think this has got to be the combination. Mark Carella at the back, Caleb Akins 6, Tommy Lacan 7. The more they can play together, the more they can build combinations.
Carella's first strike at goal, that'll do the confidence good. He's a good kicker, Mark Carella. And that's his first effort at goal in a year. And it's 6-0 Rovers lead.
First game always feels great after a long layoff. His touches have been silky, good kick, great for the confidence. Made a half line break, his second touch of the football. He's looking good. Must complete this first set.
So London to restart us down the hill. Alex Walker, the fullback, their kicker. certainly their restart kicker. And London trail 6-0. Do keep in touch with us on Featherstone Rovers TV. Akins takes the restart, the try scorer, and gives it to Gareth Gale. Hi to our friend John Denton, who sent a lovely photo of himself, John, and his father. 45 years ago, says John, I came to my first match with my dad and his dad Alan. I was hooked and I've been a capper ever since. Normally Dad would be sat below you, but he couldn't make it today, so a shout to David Denton at home, enjoying the commentary. Consider it done, John. And David, I hope you're enjoying our coverage, and we hope to see you at Post Office Road soon. Here's Lacan, Rovers leading 6-0, and Bussey bursting through. Just tapped on the 40. Wildy, Lacan with a bit of room. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it forward, the Frenchman. So London have it back. First unforced error from Rovers this afternoon after 9.5 minutes. So what can London do? Their first full set in Rovers territory down the hill. Sam Davis, their hooker. Some strapping around his forehead and ears. And into the line goes Henry Raiwalui. And a penalty against Rovers. Wellington Albert stayed down. I think the touch judge gave that on this near side.
That was a tough call, unless there's something more with Albert's leg. Didn't look like he pulled up well.
Well, he's okay.
That's all right.
But back-to-back errors, if you like, unforced error, the knock-on, and then a penalty. So this will be a test of Rovers' resolve. And here they come with Alex Walker. Taking it on is Jared Bassett, right side. They're 10 away, London. Back in field from Paul Ulberg, and a knock-on. Unforced error, Henry Raiwalui, and Rovers have the ball back.
Great line speed from Brad Day, getting up in the face of the half. His first test of Caleb Aiken playing left edge defensively. His check and release is going to be tested. Whether you check the second row on the lead line or go out back to take on the fullback. They answered the first test. We got the ball back. Joey Leilua should be with the first carry.
Well, he's lurking ominously behind the scrum, is Joey. This will be his carry for sure. Wildy gives it to Joey. Couple of bounces. And he's grounded with a 5-metre gain. Carella pops it to Briscoe. Powerful little carry from the wingman. Rovers fans far side getting frustrated with the 10 metres being kept by London. Yeah, a couple of them creeping forward I've seen each time actually. Except the referee keeps on top of that, I'm sure he will. Wildy on halfway, Lockwood. Twists and offloads, gives it back to Wildy. Akins dummies through. Akins has got Carella with him. Carella's through, but tackled well by Jared Bassett. Last tackle. Can Rovers go over again? Hankinson towards the line on his own. Offloads backwards. Carella dives on it. It's going to be the end of the set and the turnover.
It's not a bad place to turn over the ball. They're in the corner. Now they have to come out defensively. We need to compress.
Hello to our friend Tracy. Gutted that me and Moko can't be listening, she says. We're flying home from Brisbane, Australia, but good luck to the boys. Bring those 2 points home. So far, so good. 6-0. 13 minutes in. Caleb Akins with the try. London in possession. 9 tries for Caleb Akins this season. Just getting a bit bogged down at the moment in centre field. Bussey spinning in the tackle, offloading to Wellington Albert. Offloads again. Rovers are going to get the ball back here. It wasn't a knock on, it came off the shin of the London man, but Rovers have dropped on the ball anyway. And Matty Wilde will get up and play it. Here's Aikens again. He's looked good in the halves. The first 13 minutes or so. That was where you were playing last time we saw you, ET, in the halves.
Yeah, it was. Seems like an age ago now.
You quite enjoyed it, didn't you?
Defensively, you don't have to do as much work as you usually do, so. But it's good to see him out there. He's a natural football player, and here he goes, Mark Carrella on the inside. Shongo.
Well, here he goes again. Carrella, can he put Wilde in? Massive gap for Matty Wilde to score career try number 50. A half century for Mr. Reliable Matty Wilde. And Rovers lead 10-0.
Natural instincts kicking in there off a quick play of the ball. Caleb Aiken steps up, first receiver on the ad line. Mark Carrella knows it's quick. That means he's on the inside shoulder of Caleb. And like all good hookers, Matty Wilde backing up through the middle. Gets a 4-pointer. Great start, Mark Carrella. So good to see him out there. Getting his hands on the full ball. Being dangerous. Lurking around, as all good fullbacks. I think we've got our spine until Jono comes back.
Yeah, well, it's been a great start, hasn't it? If it is going to be Carrella and Aikens and Lacan, it's been an excellent start. And Carrella has got as close to a gimme as a kicker would wish for. Bang in front. 15 minutes in, Rovers poised to go 12-0 ahead. No mistake. On to the roof of the Ward Hygiene Services stand. And Sean Longside have made a positive start and lead 12-0.
Coming back from a long layoff of ACL, Mark Carrella, every touch is doing him the world of confidence. Just those conversions will be filling up, giving him heaps of confidence in what he's been through in the last 11 months, doing rehab in the gym by yourself, running around the field by yourself. It builds character. It's good to see him back.
Well, Rovers haven't lost to London since the summer of 2018, 5 years ago. Made a great start here. Here's the captain, Lockwood. Carrying up towards the 20. Aikens, Carrella wanted it again, just jinks into the line. Wilde waits, gives it to Lacan behind Gadwin Springer, then Bussey takes it on. He was immediately in traffic though, on receipt of the ball. He could still offload here. Wrapped up eventually and plays the ball. Wilde had Leilua outside him, goes infield to Gadwin Springer. Takes 3 London jerseys to stop him in his tracks on the Rovers 40. Wilde again, Dan Smith. Has that come off a London hand? No, it's still the last tackle. It was just a loose one. So it's going to be Hankinson to kick, left-footed. Taken well over his shoulder by Alex Walker on the 10-metre line. Rovers are slow with the chase. Lacan goes high-ish, but he's okay.
Very lucky there, very lucky.
I always wonder how harder it is to get right for the little guys, the tackle height, when you're reaching up pretty much on every opponent.
Every opponent. He's got big Joey Leilua outside him, so he'll be in his ear talking, giving him confidence.
Well, the ball's come free, and it's a penalty to London on halfway. Some more pressure coming on the Rovers line. Now, I used to talk to Rob Burrow a lot about that when Rob was still playing. Anyone at Leeds would tell you Rob was pound for pound the toughest man in that team, and he was a tremendous tackler at 5'5". Lives just up the road from here, Rob. He was out on the course in Leeds for the Leeds 10K race this morning with his family. Here come London with Sam Davis, the hooker. Outside him was Ollie Leyland.
Great defensive read by
Excellent.
Joey Leilua.
Yeah, fans appreciated that.
Comes up with a big play.
Leyland ducks under Gadwin Springer. And then he's held 20 or so from the line, just to the left of the post. Good opportunity this for London. Ryra Louis, Wellington Albert, standing start, he's dropped the ball. Gadwin Springer says, I'll have that if you don't mind, and Rovers have the ball back. That was really loose from London. Hasn't clicked for the Broncos offensively. Here's Briscoe. Credit the Rovers' intensity, I would suggest, in defence for a lot of that, but it has been sloppy from the visitors. Corella gives it to Hankinson, spotted a gap, gets ankle tapped just as he was charging through. They look in the mood, Rovers. Lockwood wanted it back of Dan Smith. Ryra Louis read it well. Couple to go on the 40 with Wildy. Akins, Corella nowhere to go this time, just jinks into the tackle. Penultimate one of the set, Brad Day's over it. Akins, first receiver right side, promotes to Lockwood, he's got Springer with him, straightens up, takes on the line, the captain. Last tackle this, Wildy, 25 away, right in front of the post. Lecan to his right, here he is, the Frenchman, he's going to run it. Oh, he's lost the ball, how was that tapped? I think that's just going to be play on. It was attacking from Rovers, running it on the last, but Lecan just lost a grip of the ball as he looked to fling the pass, and here come London.
Got to get to a kick there, Tommy.
There's an injury in back play. Looks like Wellington Albert's coming off for London, who are promoting themselves. Alex Walker. Well, I think that's probably a scheduled change anyway. 20 minutes gone, Albert off, but he is limping. He's got a problem. That would be a huge blow for London if he can't come back.
That'll be a huge blow, exactly, because he's their flagsman.
He is their man, you're right.
He leads from the front.
The talisman.
That was a poor option from Tommy Lecan. Can't afford
Ollie
to do
Leyland
that.
with a kick and chase. Oh, he reads it so well, doesn't he, Killer? Corella was there before the ball had bounced.
Experienced footballer from the Roosters system in Sydney.
Well, this is an interesting first Rovers change. It's going to be John Davis very early. Not often you see JD after 20. It's Lockwood off and JD on.
Here he comes, first carry. I love seeing him play. JD.
Brilliant from John Davis again. He's been excellent the last month.
He's been the player of the year for me so far this season. As soon as he comes on, he changes the whole game, the whole dynamic of the team.
And he almost starts his run into the line before he even gets on the pitch.
Yeah,
he just hits it, the sweet spot.
That's better, Tommy. That's what we need.
Can Briscoe get there? Great claim, Briscoe. Oh, he's just lost it. If he takes that, there's a try. He's knocked on.
Definitely. As I was saying before, those are the kicks that Tommy needs to find consistently. He needs to put up, make it 50-50 for Briscoe or Leilua to contest the football. He got found out a few times last week in Toulouse. He would have learned some lessons from that. But he needs to find that consistency with his kicking game and keep peppering the corner.
So London will bring it out. Rovers preparing change number 2. I can see Mackenzie Yeh down beneath us is ready. I'm sure that'll be Gadwin to come off for his first breather. Hello to our friend Callum, who is away in Cornwall, tuning in, calling the game. Encouraging start against an unpredictable London side, says Callum. Killer picking up from where he left off. Yeah, he's looked sharp. Cheers for the message, Cal. London kick on the 4th, I think that was, from Ryra Louis. It's a good one. It's turned Briscoe around. Not much of a chase, though. Oh, that was high. That was a clothesline. This could be a card, could it? Home crowd didn't like that. Briscoe's got straight up, which will help the London man stay on here, I think. Oh, that looked bad. It is Gadwin off. Mackenzie Yeh on. Well, the referee is saying that he got a bit of the shoulder as he came up, I think he's saying, but it was bad. I don't think there'll be any further penalty here. Referee is talking to the Rovers players. Oh, he's called time off, just so Briscoe can get some treatment. But I think he's saying that it was a well-intended tackle that ended up being a lot worse than it was, or looking a lot worse than it was, I beg your pardon.
Defensively, it's so hard
Oh,
to
hang
tackle
on.
someone like Briscoe.
He is calling the London man in here. It's Ewan Park, who hasn't been on long. I think it's just going to be a talking to.
A little warning.
Yes, it is. The captain, Will Lovell, wandered over as well, but he wasn't needed. I think he's done well there, the official.
As I was saying before, it's hard to tackle someone like Briscoe full flight because he's got good feet. You go high, you're going to get bumped off. You go low, you're going to get stepped. So you just got to come up with something. And he comes up with a poor tackle like that. His kick returns are massive.
Great first carry. Just looking down at the London bench here, it is an injury for Wellington Alba. Looks like right calf, I think. 12-0 Rovers, 16 minutes to the break. Akins, lovely short ball to Hankinson. 25 away left side. Wildy, Smith. Dan Smith straightens up. Almost runs in to Mackenzie Yeh. Wildy goes behind the big man. Lacan. Oh, Mark Corella, first mistake, but everyone was offside from London, so he's got away with that. As Mark puts his hand up anyway, but it'll still be Rovers' ball.
So during the week, we looked at defensive principles from London, and Laylam is always jamming. He's always jamming at the back. So keep an eye out for that, Rovers fans.
First carries Mackenzie Yeh. 5 metres from the line. Rovers looking for try number 3. Akins and Wildy are over already. Lacan shows a doming, beautifully timed pass, and Joey Leilua does the rest. Lacan to Leilua. It's a beauty. And Rovers have their third.
During the week, we noticed that their halves, defensively, they get up in front of the line. So that makes the big passage for Joey Leilua coming from the opposite side. A well-worked move by Sean Long. We've been doing it all week exactly for that purpose. Their halves are coming out of the line looking to jam the fullback out the back, which leaves a huge hole on their inside shoulder. And Joey Leilua gets the 4-pointer from a set move from Sean Long.
Perfect play. Third try of the game. 16-0 with a kick to come. Connor Jones has been sent to warm up.
Caleb Bacon looks fine at number 6. He looks composed. He's not rushing. He's cool. He's got a good combination so far with Chris Hank. 3 line break assists. He's composed.
7 tries in 10 games for Joey Leilua. Here's Mark Corella to drill another one through the middle. 3 from 3 from the returning France international, and Rovers have an 18-0 lead. And other than the odd handling error, this has been pretty faultless, ET.
Yeah, just our set-ins. We've come up with 2 poor options, which we need to get out of our game. But other than that, it's been composed. I'm enjoying Caleb Akins on the left-hand side playing half, with Mark Corella on the inside, both attacking threats.
Briscoe returning the kick-off to the dangerous John Davis, who's off already. Such a live wire, JD. Akins and dummy half gives it to Mackenzie Yeh. Offloading brilliantly, does the big man. Corella's right there to pick it up. The crowd would love to see a Corella try today.
He deserves it, mate. He's worked so hard in the gym by himself, working on his game. He's had to wait to come back into the team, but...
Akins too, Brad Day was almost in the tackle. Yeah, bittersweet for John O'Ford, who is up watching just to my right today for his latest injury, but for it to allow an opportunity for his best mate, Mark Corella, to return. Last tackle, Wildy with Caleb Akins. Off the outside of that right boot, Mackenzie Yea's the furthest challenger. Oh, he's done brilliantly and taps it back, and Davis, oh, what a try! Mackenzie Yea led the chase, tapped it back to JD, and Thomas Lacan did the rest, and Rovers run riot.
Second kick for Caleb Bacon in the halves. It's another pearler. He's so composed. He's one of the players that always looks like he's got a lot of time on his hands. Puts up a kick. Big Mackenzie Yea pushing through the middle for a 50-50 contest. Knocks it back. And who's there? JD, of course. John Davis, drawn past fullback. Tommy Lacan try.
Probably could have got himself, JD, but he had the wits about him to know he had Thomas Lacan on his inside. And that will do Lacan the world of good as well. Had a difficult afternoon against Toulouse last week, a game he was so looking forward to. But stepping into the boots of John O'Ford, he had a very tough time. He started really well today. 22-0, kick to come. It's been a fine first half hour from Sean Long's men. 6 tries in 9 matches for the Frenchman. And that was a belter. Similar kind of angle for Mark Corella. Doesn't miss these. Drills it behind, and Rovers have a 24-0 stranglehold. Keep your messages coming. Let us know where you're tuned in from. Always great to hear from you. I'll keep you up to speed as best I can with some of the other results. We saw Toulouse win big again against Sheffield, of course.
If Toulouse defend like how they defended last week against the Rovers, they're going to be in there in the final. I have no question, no doubt at all.
The general feel last week was these are the two teams. Forget Toulouse's position going into last week's game. I think they were down in 4th or 5th, weren't they? Looking at the table now, they're already up to 2nd. You'd expect them to stay there at least. But because of that win over Sheffield, this is another opportunity for the Rovers to go 8 clear again, which psychologically would be huge. Gale. Wildy. Is there more before the break? Dan Smith takes it on. Wildy and then Davis.
That was nearly Ford, that. We've got to be careful.
Connor Jones and Adzi Howe, the 2 unused subs so far. Here's the try scorer, Lacan. Great angle from Bussey. Almost through. Good scrambling defence, London.
Go, Tommy.
But there's going to be broken play if they come left. That's where Mackenzie Yea goes straight away. Good thinking from the big man. Wildy, they're 20 away, Rovers. Akins into the line again. Through the tackle of Raiwalui. Wildy picks it up. Corella right in front of the sticks. Mackenzie Yea's almost over.
Go, Wildy. Go, mate.
Last tackle. Wildy, Lacan, loads of room. Grub a kick through. Can Bussey get there? It's bobbling around everywhere. I think the ref's going to bring this back and give a penalty to London.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, he saw something in back play. There was loads of room for Lacan to thread the kick through. Briscoe actually grabbed it and put it down for the try, but the referee had already blown and given a penalty to London under the post.
That's his best kick, I reckon, personally, in my opinion. Tommy Lacan is short grubbers through the line. This will be interesting.
Well, Dan Smith is going to get a talking to here. Matty Wildy, as the captain on the field, has gone over to have a listen, which he is entitled to do. And there's no more about it. So penalty London. This is coming our way. Which kicks into the gap in the tunnel area between the main stand and the hospitality. And that's the point where London start from. 24-0 down, 7.5 to go until the break. Louis takes it on. Give you some latest scores from elsewhere in just a moment. As London come once more. Barrow 12-0 up on Widnes, who are having a tough time, aren't they? A lot was expected of John Keir's side this season. Bradford 8-0 up on Halifax. Newcastle 10 apiece with Keighley. And Swinton 0, Batley 24. Latest scores. Well dealt with by Corella. Kick through on the last, he read it well. Not put a foot wrong on his return. Here's Gareth Gale.
So experienced. Those experienced players, they just know where to be. They're footy players, they've got instincts. Mark Corella's one of those players. Always in the right spot at the right time.
Briscoe. Wildy and Smith. Rovers over halfway, down the middle. Last tackle. McCann's hanging back right side. It will be the Frenchman. Gives it a bit of air.
That's better, Tommy.
Gives the chasing pack a bit more time to get there, which they do well. Joey Leilua didn't miss.
Great shot by JD. Slow tackle, wins the play the ball. Aggressive at marker. Tackles on the legs. He's a great player. London on the 20, get a quick play of the ball. Markers are out. Louis.
Oh, he's half through. He's had a good half. Oh, McCarney knocks on. The winger was on his shoulder. Well, he looks the most likely, Louis, to make something happen. Oh, he might, maybe not now. He's holding his left hamstring.
Again, who comes up with the ankle tap? John Davis. It's just, he's a great player, man.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere. He can ball play. He can hit in defense. I'm surprised he hasn't played more Super League games.
It's going to be scrum Rovers ball. 5 minutes to go until the break. 24-0. The Rovers lead. 4 converted tries. Leilua, Aikens, Lacan and Wildy. Is there a high 5 before the break? Wildy. McKenzie. Setting up 30 out. Corella into the line. It goes to Aikens instead. Gale pushes everyone out of the way, says, I'm going to run from dummy half. That's what he does. And he gains 15 metres. Gareth Gale, they're 10 away, left side of the post. Wildy has a look, everything's to his right. Davis in front. Stutter step from JD. Last tackle. Lacan's back right, Corella's back left. It's going to be Corella. Oh, it's Aikens. Loads of room for Aikens. Can he get there? I think he has. Caleb Aikens with try number 2, a 5th for Rovers, who strike to lead 28-0 before the break.
Yeah, there's no question he's our starting half for the next however long until John O'Ford comes back. I think he even might be better at number 6. He's carrying the ball, 2 hands, catching ad line. He's a runner, natural runner. Sleight of hand, he's composed. As long as they keep playing games together, him, Tomo, Mark Corella, they're going to build confidence of each other and understand each other's games more the more games they play with each other. Strong spine, Tommy Lacan. His kicks have been sound so far on this back end of the half. It's nice from Rovers.
Back to business at the moment. 3 minutes till the break. This should be 30-0. With Corella over the tee, just to the left of the sticks again. Kick 4 from 4. No mistake from the Featherstone Rovers number 20. And it's 30-0.
Very composed half from Fev. The halves played well. JD's been sound as he come on, changed out the point of attack. Defensively, we've been good. We haven't been asked many questions, but attacking-wise, it's been quite faultless.
Stoppage in play because the linesman's flag has broken. New flag. Don't think I've ever seen that.
No, first time. I think we're completing at 85%, I think, which is...
Have you been working it out as you're going along?
I think so. I can only remember 3 errors.
Right.
2 on tackle 5.
Walker kicks off long. Briscoe underneath it. Closing moments of the first half. And don't forget, Rovers are playing up the slope first half, which Sean Long tells me they prefer to do. And they're 30-0 ahead. Briscoe.
Short side, 4 on 3.
Hankinson's there with Aikens and Brad Day. Looks like he fancies a try, Hankinson, today.
Yeah, his yardage carries have been great.
Davis just shuffles it sideways to Mackenzie Yeh. 2 to go. JD wants to drive. Oh, nice to Lacan. Fizzes it to Corella. This is beautiful. Leilua. Briscoe. Briscoe.
Bismarck.
Takes the tackle eventually. Last tackle. 40 away.
Go, Tommy.
Wildy's just going to drill into the corner. And that'll do us pretty much for the half.
Great set after points from Rovers. Nice little tip-ons through the middle. We're taking on short sides. Looking threatening every carry. A lot of support around the ball. Well, I thought that was half-time.
So did the touch judge on this near side, who was making his way down. Still a bit of time left. Elias McCarney runs into Mackenzie Yeh. Ball pops up, good offload from the winger. London take it on. John Davis in to complete the tackle. We're going to kick early in the count, looking for a 40-20 here. Oh, Mark Corella gets a really nice bounce back in field. Oh, and he shuffles it on to Gareth Gale, who takes it on the third bounce. And that will be half-time. Exciting end to the half. 40 minutes back under the belt of Mark Corella, who's been excellent. Caleb Aikens standing out in the halves today with 2 tries of 5 that Rovers have scored. Don't go anywhere, second half on the way. Half-time score though, Featherstone Rovers 30, London Broncos 0. 30-0 up. And here they come. $30-0 up at the break. Rovers down the hill. Let's see if they can put in another big second half performance and finish the job. That's what you want, Elijah Taylor, isn't it? Don't let London off the hook at all. Play for 80.
That's what Sean Long will be looking for. Keep building off the momentum that we've gained from the first half. We've got 2 fresh subs, Howe and Connor Jones. They'll be eagerly waiting to come on. I think we've used 3 of our subs, maybe 4. So we've got plenty of subs left. We'll be looking to complete this first set and continue pressure and momentum.
Yeah, yet to see Arama Howe or Connor Jones. Wonder how much longer Matty Wildy will be out there for. He's got career try number 50, a milestone afternoon for Matty. But the spine, a new look Rover spine has looked dangerous. Corella, Aikens and Lacan. 2 tries for Aikens, 1 for Lacan. 5 tries to nil, all converted by Mark Corella's boot. John Davis has been his peerless self since his 20th minute introduction. Quick play of the ball, Wildy's up and running already, over halfway. A warm afternoon, overcast overhead, thunderstorms later on, we're told. Hankinson is going to kick on the last.
Great first set by Rovers. 50-metre set off the kickoff. That's exactly what you want, your first set of attack, second half.
It's a little quiet around Post Office Road now. A few fans perhaps still making their way back from the bar at half-time. Feeling confident the job's already done. Sean Long and his coaching staff still making their way back up from the dressing room, up to the commentary position alongside us. London in possession, 90 seconds into the second half. Ollie Leyland with a ball in his hand, that could have been forward. Last tackle either way, 30 metres out from the Rovers line. Leyland is going to kick. It's a mid-range kick, Walker's after it. Oh, it's patted back, but he was offside. It was a try for Dan Hoyes, but the referee had already given offside, so it's going to be Rovers' ball.
That could have easily been a try.
Yeah, it was
Tip on, knock back.
a mid-range chip that caught Rovers a little bit square, but the London man, it seems, went a little bit too early. So Rovers instead will look to bring it out of their own 20. Briscoe does that on the first tackle up to the 20-metre line. Wildy is the dummy half. Gareth Gale with an early carry. Keep your messages coming in. I'll be sure to get through them second half. Here on FRTV is Hankinson with another burst, ankle tapped. Corella heavily involved in the middle. Wildy gives it to Davis. Sidestep and then the offload, and Wildy has it back. Smith, Mackenzie Yeh takes it, he's all the way through, the big man sidesteps and then just loses his ground. He offloads on the floor and London have it back. Oh, that could have been beautiful. Now how's the ball come out? Knock on against London, it is going to be Rovers' ball. How about that, E.T.?
Great football, all started by our man, John Davis. Lay feet at the line, offload. Bit of inexperience shown there by Mackenzie. Bit excited, made a great line break. Tip on through all the forwards. He comes up with an offload, it was very unnecessary. And now we're lucky to have the ball back from a London error.
Great chance at the start of this second half for Featherstone Rovers. Lacan from the scrum. Joey Leilua shows and goes on his own. Grounded 20 away. Messi play the ball. Briscoe takes it on his own from dummy half. And he's now within 5 of the line. Rovers hunting try number 6.
Joey short side.
Leilua back to Lacan. Davis straightens up and takes the tackle. Dumped on his back, JD. Wildy's over it. London man, he stayed down hurt, so the referee calls time off. It's Lewis Bierneck who's got an injury. The London 15, right underneath the posts.
He made a strong tackle on JD, lifted him up. It was his not easy feat, and I think he's landed on himself.
There's a head injury, so he'll be coming off.
Didn't look too good. For the fans at home, the ground is rock hard.
Yeah.
Here at Post Office Road. Summer days, summer's kicking in.
And the velocity of the storms we had overnight, it came down so quick, it just bounced off the hard ground. Change made by London. Jordan Williams, the number 10, is on. Straight to the defensive line, right on the goal line here. John Davis will play the ball. Wildy waits 10 metres out, right in front of the post. Aikens on a hat-trick. Hankinson on the angle. Oh, Corella had gone. Hankinson kept hold of the ball. He's grounded exactly, really, in the same position they played from. Wildy, Mackenzie Yeh, point blank, the big man, is he over? He thinks he scored, And the referee says knock on. He looked like he was going to award that. But he's bounced it over the line, and Mackenzie Yeh is denied.
It's 2 errors from Mackenzie.
Hi to our friend Richard Evans, who was in Switzerland last week, so thankfully missed the Toulouse game, he says. Hopefully the defeat can help focus for the run-in back in North Berwick and can enjoying the results so far. Yes, we all are, Richard. Thank you for your message.
Yeah, back-to-back errors from Mackenzie. He's put the team under pressure.
Another knock-on by London. Poor from them. And Rovers high five. Gadwin Springer is waiting to come back on. Still no Connor Jones, still no Rama Howe this afternoon. Sitting fresh on the bench. Josh Hardcastle down there, 18th man with his... I don't know what he's done to his hair. He's bleached it and then dyed it blue. He did that last week. Well, it's fading away with a blue rinse from Josh. Caleb Aikins, Carella outside him, off he goes. Gadwin still waiting near side to come on. There's Brad Day. 6 gone second half, 30-0 the Rovers lead. Great response after being tamed by Toulouse 7 days ago. Wilde, who scored his 50th career try this afternoon. Aikins drills it towards the post. Carella's after it, it's not going to get there. Too deep. Be a 7-tackle set for London. Oh, and the referee has sin bin Mark Carella. I missed that. What happened there, E.T.?
I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
Did he throw the ball away? Well, has Mark Carella forgotten the rules in the last 11 months while he's been off? He's shaking his head. He's off for 10. Mark Carella. He's annoyed with himself. Mark Carella looks up to the gantry, apologises to his head coach Sean Long. Gadwin Springer meanwhile is on for Mackenzie Yeh. Rovers for the next 10 minutes down needlessly to 12 men. Ridiculous sin binning from Mark Carella.
Yeah, that's probably the only blemish on his game so far.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
Great game.
He's so annoyed with himself. I'm watching him down on the touchline. Just chucked the ball away. The referee, quite right. That's confirmation of the change. We'll keep you up to speed with results elsewhere. Here come London. Can they take advantage of this man extra?
It's great that Caleb Aiken is a known fullback, so he's taking over the role there. The wingers are on a pendulum. Jam defence implemented.
Oh, Lewis nicked it off Ollie Leyland illegally, says the ref. Oh, I'd like to see that again. Seemed to be one-on-one, but oh, it's offside. It's offside. The referee has given it 4. So scores elsewhere in the Challenge Cup. Wigan 14, Warrington 6. They had Cade Ellis sent off after 6 minutes for a headbutt, did Wigan, and they're still leading Warrington.
Red card.
Red card for a headbutt 6 minutes into that televised.
And
Cup
Wigan are still winning.
14-6 up. York against Lee to come. London attacking the line here. I'll give you the other latest scores in a moment. But London, can they find a way through? Marcus Stock is halted by Gadwin Springer. Scurry from dummy half. Beautiful offload. London are going to score, are they? Or a Rovers underneath. Wow, great defence. All he had to do was put it down. He was over the line. Somehow Tommy Lacan's got under it.
Smart from Tommy Lacan.
Ewan Park should have scored there. And he had a Thomas Lacan lying underneath him. So he'll play the ball on 10 instead. This Rovers defence being tested now. A man light, of course. with Mark Corella in the sin bin. Back to Alex Walker in front of the post. Leyland. On the angle they go to Dan Hoyes.
Straight into John Davis. Kaboom.
Last tackle,
Great
10
hit.
away. The Cunningham left are going to run it. Leyland, grubber kick through. Briscoe's read it well and taken it. And Rovers survive. And Arama Howe's on for his first rugby of the afternoon. Daniel Smith makes way. Had a rest last week, Adzi.
From a rehab perspective, I think the rest for Mark Corella, the quick 10 minutes off, will be good for him. Especially coming back from ACL, you don't want to come back and play 80 minutes in your first game. So begin a nice rest, nice recovery, and he can play the back end of the game.
Well, he's already walking down there just to try and keep the muscles from seizing up Mark Corella. Wildy away from dummy half. Here is Adzi Howe, gives it to Thomas Lacan. Can Lacan get away? Yes, he can. Still going, the Frenchman. And he'll get a penalty for his side. Good running from Thomas Lacan. High shot. Other latest scores: Barrow 18, Widnes 12. Bradford 8, Halifax 12. So Halifax have come back there. Newcastle 14, Keighley 12. And Swinton 6, Batley Bulldogs 36.
Some interesting scores around the country.
That will send Batley up to second, I believe, behind Rovers. Briscoe. Now then, this looks good. Wildy to Bussey. Oh, he had JD running. He goes back the other way. Lacan shows a dummy. Bounces out, still going. Thomas Lacan. Offloads. Bussey takes it on, shows another dummy. Gives it to Arama Howe. Towards the line goes the big man. Exciting stuff from Rovers. Wildy. Right on the line here.
Offside.
Oh, wrapped up and held up. So he'll come back and play that 10 away.
We need a good into our set. Our last set in finishes have been poor. It's up to Caleb Akins and Tommy Lakana. Take control here.
It's with Bussey and then Akins. Hankinson's dropped it. Knock on. Chris Hankinson, 10 metres from the London line.
That's
and
four.
it remains 30-0.
That's 4 errors to the back of our sets. We can't continue this. Good teams will make us pay. We need to take our opportunities. We need to execute when the opportunity presents itself.
I'd suggest we'll be seeing Connor Jones quite soon. .27 to go, and it's as you were at the break, 30-0.
That's what you want from your enforcers. Big Gadwin Springer throwing his weight around, making his presence felt. That's his job. He's effective at it.
Bussey completes the tackle. London in possession on their 20. A reminder, Mark Corella in the sim bin at the moment for another few minutes. Leyland. Tackled by John Davis. He's had a long stint out there. He's been on since the 20-minute mark, JD. Here come London. Will Lovell.
Good D set. Jack Bussey taking some heat off the middles, coming in
Last
and
tackle.
doing some defensive work.
Leyland right on halfway. Briscoe's underneath it. Connor Jones waiting to come on. Briscoe takes it and drives it back. So here is the change. Wildy off. And Connor Jones is on.
Substitution for attending the field number 9, Connor Jones, who is rated as number 14, Matthew Wiley.
Great stint by Matty Wildy. Composure. Connor Jones coming on, looking to run the football now. Once we get some quick play the balls, that's his job.
No addition to the score, second half. Lacan goes high. Brisk goes after it, so's Connor Jones, who's just on. London have knocked on, and Jones with his first touch will score. What an impact! He's been on the field a matter of seconds. And Connor Jones has another try.
Thought they were going to pull it up for a forward pass, the one from dummy half, the last pass that was thrown. Fresh legs, Connor Jones makes an impact as soon as he gets on. Pushing up through the middle, he's a live wire player. As soon as there's a quick play the ball, his best asset is running, his running game.
14th try of the season for Connor Jones. Jack Bussey with Mark Carella in the sin bin says, I'll have the kicking tee, thank you.
He's been waiting for this, Jack Bussey.
Well, Chris Hankinson, an excellent kicker, is out there, but he's had a few niggles in his back, so they're keeping him away from the kicking tee at the moment. So Jack Bussey is trusted.
Mark Carella must have at least 2 minutes left, 1 minute.
It's about 4 metres in from the near touch line for Bussey. Tough kick this. He's taken it back 28 metres. Joey Leilua gets a breather and James Lockwood is on, so this will be a reshuffle. Who's going to go where here? Bussey's missed that by a mile. I would wager that will be his only kick at goal this afternoon. Mark Carella will be back with us before too long.
That was the first time, I believe, in the second half we got to the end of our set with a kick. We need to tidy up that part of our game, our set finishes. That comes down to our halves, taking the right options.
Mark Carella is about to come back on. It's going to be back to 13 against 13. 34-0. Here's the Rovers lead. 6 tries, 5 different scorers, 2 for Caleb Akins in the halves. And here comes Mark Carella, and Rovers are back to 13. Short kick off London. Brilliant take, Hankinson.
Great escort, Brad Day. The little things off the ball, catch us some protection.
Gareth Gale drives up the middle. He hasn't had a lot of ball this afternoon. Rovers leading scorer. Gadwin Springer with a head of steam. Jones gets Rovers moving. Davis on his right shoulder. Wants a quick play of the ball. Doesn't get one. Now then, Connor Jones can scamper. Flat ball to Lockwood, who's knocked on. Wasn't expecting it, the skipper.
Johnny's got to run that football. His best job is his go-to is running. Connor Jones, it's another error.
So who's playing where now? Is John Davis going to play right centre?
Nah, Howe will play centre.
Howe will play centre, will he?
It'll be good for him. He's a rangy player. He's very fast. He's got great feet for a big bloke. I think he'll be at home at the centres as well.
Yeah, let's see how he goes. Obviously defensively, Thomas Lacan will play there. Oh, he's tackled really nicely there. Briscoe and Lacan between them. Putting Ilias McCarney on his back. Oh, and a knock on from London forced by Connor Jones. Bussey has it. Oh, now well, it's going to be Rovers knock on. He's going to take it back to the first. Getting a bit excited there, Fev. Just looking down onto the bench. Joey Leilua is lying down. Mackenzie Hayes sat on the floor. And the other two are sat in the bench. And we've got 20 minutes left.
We've got to get rid of these errors in our game because We come and give up against good teams. These bad habits are going to creep in the big games.
Now then, overlap perhaps. Carella, left side. Hankinson. Jones. Connor Jones into the line. Was looking for an offload and he's wrapped up. Carella is the dummy half. Lockwood carries it on. Bussey pointing right. Connor Jones slots in. Comes back left instead. Gives it to Bussey on the flat ball. Wants it back off, Bussey gets it back, and Jones away. Connor Jones to the line, offloads, great try. Brad Day. Bussey and Jones made it. They scored it. And there's daylight for Featherstone Rovers.
London defensively are getting sloppy. All the work they've had to do in the first half is the fatigue's catching up with them. They've lost their flagsman, Wellington Albert. It's not coming back on the field. They've had to travel up today. It's taking its toll. But the Rovers, again, Connor Jones, his strength is running the football, and as soon as he does, he's so dangerous. Complete opposite player to Matty Wilde. We've got a good combination at Featherstone. Wilde's more a pass selective player and holding up the markers, where Connor Jones is a runner. They complement each other well. Mark Carella is taking back the kicking duties from Jack Boss.
He's not missed one this afternoon, 5 from 5. This, I would suggest, is his trickiest so far. 10 metres in from the left wing. He's taking it back 20 metres, so right on the little join, if you like. There's a little dash on the 20-metre line, that's where he is. Strikes at goal. No, he's kicked another. 6 from 6, 40-0. Rovers lead London.
He'll be still disappointed with the 10 in the bin. Mark Carella, his first game back from ACL, knee reconstruction. It's good to see him there. He's had a great game. Probably man of the match, up there with Caleb Aiken. But I think Rovers have found their new spine pairing until Johnny Ford comes back. London with the kickoff.
Fielded by Caleb Aikens. James Lockwood takes the carry. And here's Gale. Unusually quiet afternoon for him. Neither winger really has had a chance. There goes Arama Howe. Slotting in at right centre. Strong carry from the teenager. LeCanter Davis, who's already in traffic when he took that.
It's a great catch right at the line, John Davis.
Yelling at the referee to give him a penalty. Bussey, floor, short ball to Lockwood. Rovers just inside London territory, it's the last. Jones finds Hankinson's left foot. It's a mid-range, gone straight to touch that. Yeah, got his angles wrong there, rushed it off.
Was it charge down?
No, I think he just sliced it off the outside of his left boot. Got his bearings wrong, rushed it, and it's going to be London ball on halfway. Here they come, the visitors. They won't want to be nilled. Nobody does. 16 and a half minutes to try and get themselves over. They had 10 minutes going at 12 men, didn't manage it. They got over the line, but Thomas LeCan, with some heroic defending, kept them out.
Missing a lot of players right now, London. Wellington Albert, Rawa Louis, Dean Fade, Corey Norman. Got a lot of youngsters out there. It'll be a big lesson in their careers. They'll learn from this game. But they've come up against the Rovers side that's been clinical. They've taken their chances.
London. That's Bill Leyland, 14. Could be a penalty. No. Last tackle instead. Ollie Leyland here. He's going to run it on the last. Good step. Good defending again, Thomas LeCan.
Cadwood Springer, second carry. Gaz Gale next up.
There he goes. Last quarter of an hour.
At Featherstone, we have no trouble getting out of our half with our back five. They can carry strong.
That's Hankinson offloading. And again, Corella.
Have a look at the short side, Hank.
Last tackle, still in their own half, Rovers. It's going to be with Lacan. Where's he going to go? Up in the air, straight down the middle. Ulberg takes it. One winger to another. Here's McCarney. And they're throwing the ball around. Leyland. Howe wanted him in touch and realised he was nowhere near touch.
Nice, Tommy.
He's done really well today, Thomas Lacan. Sharp new haircut of his. McCarney off the mark. Howe on all over him again. And they're bogged down in centre field again, London. Leyland runs straight into Springer. 14 minutes left. Last tackle.
Great shot by Caleb Akins.
They're going to run it. 40 out, that was forward. Referee's seen it. Touch Judd gave it. Forward pass on the last. It's going to be Rovers' ball on their own 30. Full time in the Challenge Cup quarter-final. Wigan have beaten Warrington 14-12 with 12 men for 74 minutes. What an effort that is from the Warriors.
That's a great effort. That's unbelievable. Oh, that's bad attack from Warrington.
One of the two. Not having seen the game, couldn't comment which. Now, Matty Wilde, he's going to come back on. Not often you see that. Here's Corella. Will that mean he will come into the halves?
Who's coming off?
Maybe Corella's engine's gone.
It would be smart to bring Corella off. He's had a great game. First game back from ACL, long layoff. So right now,
Lockwood to Springer up the middle. Oh, London have nicked that. Oh, McCarty's knocked it backwards. No, knocked it forwards. Or has he gone first knock on against Rovers here? I think he has. So London will retain possession. Let's have a look then. This change about to be made. Matty Wilde. Normally when Wilde's brought off, that's his game. He can put his feet up, but he's coming back on. So you would think that that's maybe the end of Mark Corella's return. If Wilde would go into the halves, and then it would be Akins back to fullback, but we'll see. We'll see what the reshuffle is going to be. Scrum down meantime, 13 minutes of this one left. 40-0 is the Featherstone Rovers lead. Still time to let us know where you're listening, where you're tuning in. Give you a shout out, always great to hear from you. We're nothing without you on FRTV.
short side D.
Here they come, Leyland, Lacan again, missed that one. John Davis helps him out. London have just made another change while we were talking. And here they come, up and over halfway. Offloading, nice. That was Ulberg. Springer's missed it. Arama Howe gets in on the tackle. London 20 away. Rovers would love a nil this afternoon. But here come London, chucking the ball around. Walker, oh, what a hit. Gareth Gale off his wing, and he didn't miss, and the London man's hurt.
That's a great hit.
Jared Bassett felt the full force of that. Walker on the last, threads it through, Corella lets it go. Great defensive effort, Featherstone.
Clearly we've seen
and
some...
the London man has stayed down, he's really hurt. Now here's the change, let's have a look. Matty Wilde's waiting.
Jack Bossy coming off, Matty Wilde.
So this is another reshuffle then, so all the playmakers are going to be on together.
Substitution for the Rovers entering the
So who's playing where now then?
Wildy will go lock. He'll play in the middle, I'm assuming.
Well, there's basically 4 playmakers around the ball, pushing each other out of the way with Jones and Wildy and Lacan and Aikens and Carella, 5 of them. This could be fun to watch, last 10. Wildy, Springer. The round of applause is for Jack Bussey. Lockwood. Davis on the charge, offloading Lacan. Carella's with him, he could send Carella in for a return try. Lacan to Carella! That's what the crowd wanted. Lacan sending Mark Carella in for a try. Almost a year after his last Rovers appearance, Mark Carella is back.
He deserves that, like every good fullback, pushing up through the middle. Great tip on interchange players. Ball skills, short balls, passing through our middles. Tommy Lacan, back it up through the middle. And he deserves that. Mark Carella, he's had a great game. Despite the 10 in the bin, he'd be disappointed with that, but the amount of confidence it does your first game back, you play well, every touch, you're creating something. Your 6 from 6 conversions. It's a great way to come back, and it's been a long road. To anyone that's been through an ACL reconstruction, it's a long road of physio, rehab, and time by yourself in the gym. And to have a comeback game like this and play the way he has, testament to his character.
He's 6 from 6. A try, a sin bin. And a relatively straightforward kick here to add another, which would be 18 points to Mark Carella. And this to put Rovers 46-0 up. No mistake. Out of the ground from Carella. 46-0, 8.5 minutes to go. Mackenzie, yeah, he's going to get the last few minutes as Rovers look to hit the half century.
You can see the adjustments we've made defensively from the Toulouse game.
Short kick-off. Rovers have got it, and Arama Howe's off, pushing everyone out of the way. Jones. Connor Jones in broken field. Rovers sensing blood. Wildy, Davis.
That was a forward pass.
It was, everyone missed it. Wildy, Lockwood. Right in front of the post again. Jones, Gadwin, Springer. Halted. John Davis and Lacan waiting right. Jones goes left with Wildy. Aikens fitted it to Hankinson. Can he get it to Gareth Gale? He can, and Gale does the rest. 20 tries in Gareth Gale's season, and Rovers have hit London for 50.
Get up, Hank, get up, Hank. He's all right. I was just worried there with Chris Hankinson. Yeah, he'll be all right. What a ball. Was that Mark Carella cut out? Finds Hankinson on the fly. Hankinson comes up with a crazy offload to Gareth Gale. 20 tries this season. Is that a record? That must be a record for Featherstone. He's been in great form.
Let's hope he's all right. He's up. He's hobbling. Hankinson. He won't want to come off, but why take any risks? Mackenzie, yeah, he's waiting to come on anyway. Oh, his thumbs up from the physio.
He's tough. He's as tough as they come, Chris Hankinson.
He's fine.
Got 6 minutes to play. Mackenzie Yeh coming back on.
And Bussey might be back on as well. He wanted on. 50-0 plus A touchline effort. Carella's 100%. This is as tough as they come, though.
Love the combination. Wildy out the back. Mark Carella, long ball. Caleb Akins. Cut out to Hankinson.
It's Mackenzie Yeh for Gadwin Springer. Now Carella from the touchline. Looks like he sliced it, has he? Yes, he has. So he is human. 7 from 8. And it remains Rovers 50. London 0. 5th time this season the Rovers have gone over 50.
I think this is the spine that's going to take us through until Jono gets back. They've been great today. They've worked seamlessly. Looks like Caleb Akins played his whole career at 6.
Hello to our friend Andy Johnson, who's in Greece and has been for 7 weeks. All right for some, Andy. Home soon and back to watching Fev instead of listening to your great broadcast. Shout out, please. Consider it done, Andy. Rovers, meanwhile, have lost the ball. London are going to get it. They're going to get another chance at the line. 5 minutes to go. Can Rovers keep them out? It's going to be London ball, 20 away. Full set to go at. This would do Rovers the world of good if they can keep London out here. Full set in the last few minutes on the Rovers line. That was a heartbreak from Jared Bassett. Davis. Up the middle they go with Jordan Williams towards the post, almost there. They're right on the line here.
Great tackle, Mark Carella, drive saver.
Williams slow in getting up. They shift it left. Leyland has avoided Lacan. Can't get anywhere though. Briscoe's into the tackle. Suffocated by the Rovers winger, and he's knocked on in the tackle. And Rovers will get the ball back.
Some would argue the loss to Toulouse was a bad thing for the Rovers, but in my opinion, we've learned so much from that game, where we are as a team, how we can make adjustments. And you've seen with our D, it's up and in. We're closing down their fullbacks at the back. It's something that wasn't featured last week against Toulouse. We've made a few adjustments attacking-wise. Obviously, big changes in the halves. Sign of a good team, you can make adjustments on the fly. Rovers, first tackle out, 3 minutes to go.
It's been not quite flawless, but scoreline-wise, perfect. There's been the odd error, but it's been much more ruthless from Rovers. After, well, call it what you want. Reality check. Setback, wake-up call, all those things are thrown out after the Toulouse game 7 days ago. What a response. Lockwood taking it on. Sean Long's seen enough from up the gantry. He's back down on the touchline beneath us.
Go down, mate.
Marama Howe being forced towards the touchline. Closing couple of minutes here. Reaction to come on Featherstone Rovers TV. I'll get down on the pitch to bring you after the hooter. Player reaction on the whistle and the first interview with Sean Long as well. Here's Lacan, who's been good today too. He goes high. Connor Jones and Hankinson are after it. Hankinson lines him up. Oh, he was 100 miles an hour. Didn't quite connect. He smiles to himself coming back. He could have taken his head off there.
That's a better kick from Tommy Lacan. We always need to do those kicks. Every time he kicks it, we need to kick corners, we need to kick high and make 50-50 contests.
Here come London. Can Rovers see this out?
Short side.
With a perfect 0 on the scoreline. London chucking it about. Ollie Leyland. Nowhere to go. Lacan in the tackle again. London still in possession. The two big guys, Yeh and Lockwood, complete the tackle, and it's the last. They've not yet made it up to halfway, London. Will they run it with a kick and chase?
Inside, McKenzie.
He does. It's a dab over the top. Jones has read it well. Oh, he's left it. What's the referee giving here? He's giving a penalty. London. Obstruction, maybe?
Kick pressure, maybe. I'm not too sure.
It's London ball. Only the ref knows how long's left. Scoreboard's been turned off. More pressure coming. Rovers looking to protect the nil. Paul Ulberg with the first carry. They're going to set up on 20.
It's very strong, hard to handle, Paul. Played in the World Cup recently for the Cook Islands.
London up the middle, running at Matty Wilde.
Tackle 2.
10 away. Leyland to his namesake. And they're attacking the line down this left-hand side. Howe gets there and does enough against Jared Bassett. Everything's back right off this left wing for London. 10 away. Ollie Leyland. Walker. Delayed pass. Well read by Rovers. Offloading, taken on by Walker. And still they come. They're going to score, I think. They've got numbers, and Leyland will dart towards the line, and London will get a consolation. It's Ollie Leyland just before the hooter. That will frustrate Rovers, but right on the hooter. The dancing toes of Ollie Leyland get London a consolation for the long trip back.
Yeah, a few offloads there from London that's troubled the defensive line. They've been willing to throw it around the second half. They've obviously had a license from the coach to play some football, but they've come up against the Rovers team that's been hurting from the Toulouse loss.
And that will
And that is the game.
do us. Leyland converts his own try. The hooter's already sounded. Very, very good day at the office for Featherstone Rovers. Their defensive line breaks right at the end, but a half-century of points prior to that. Successful return for Mark Carella. Successful move into the halves for Caleb Akins. And Rovers are back up and running. It's on to York next week. That completes 3 home games on the spin. Rovers are victorious. Thanks for your company. We'll see you next time with a full-time score here. Featherstone Rovers 50, London Broncos 6. Big win for Featherstone Rovers to respond to Toulouse. Matty Wilde, a 50th career try today.
Oh, really?
Didn't even know that. Well done.
Don't score many.
How was that? Good response?
Yeah, it's something that we're really working towards. I think we let ourselves down last week in crucial parts of the game that we can't do against good sides, and I thought we were a lot better today with the ball and off the ball as well.
You've played in the halves a bit this year. What did you make of Caleb Akins in there today?
Oh, I thought we were outstanding. Really calm, knows when to pick sides, and yeah, I thought he were outstanding for us. I thought he helped Tomo out a load, and I think just having Killer back as well, and he's gone through a long recovery, and he's worked really hard to get back today, so well done to him.
A word on the fans who suffered with you last week. Great to see them back in full voice supporting you to a half century today.
Yeah, they come no matter what, and that's full credit to them. Like, we were really disappointed last week, and I know they were, and it's not us, but it's a long year, and we've got to learn from results like that, and I think we learned and put a few things to bed today, so it was a good result for us.
Well done, cheers.
Cheers, mate.
How good to see this man back. Mark Carella, great to see you back, my friend. How was that?
Tough. Oh, mate, I need to go looking for my lung. I think I left it out there a few times.
We did wonder if the reason you got yourself sin-binned was because you didn't quite have 80 minutes in the tank. What happened there?
Just a brain snap, to be fair. I don't know what I was thinking. I think just fatigue took over me, and it was a really stupid move, really stupid.
In terms of the performance, individually, first of all, from the commentary box, we thought you looked excellent considering how long you've been out, almost a year. I mean, great try to cap it, 7 from 8 goals, but all round you seem to be heavily involved.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was brought in to do, you know, and I just played my game. Didn't try to do anything special, but, you know, there's a few things I need to fix up, I think. Hopefully get that game out of the way and improve on it next week.
Caleb Aiken moved into the halves and helped himself to a couple of tries too. That seemed to work okay.
Oh yeah, he moves really well on that edge. He's too quick, you know, so he just burns back rollers, which is awesome.
I know you're desperate to get in. Final point, what do you think this will do for Rovers and the squad so quickly back into winning ways after that setback?
Oh yeah, I think there's still a few things. I think it was a bit scrappy in the second half. I think that, you know, we can build on that. But you know, the scoreboard's pretty good. And so, but that last try hurt a little bit. So, you know, things to improve on for next week, but all in all, I think it was a great game.
Well done. Thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, mate.
Caleb Aiken's in the halves today, couple of tries. How was that for you?
Yeah, really good. I think, you know, a lot of good work throughout the week to help me feel confident to play half, and yeah, I'm just happy to come away with a win after last week.
It looked like you enjoyed it in that position.
I did really enjoy it. Not so much the kick chase and a bit more tough on the lungs, but no, I did really enjoy playing in the halves, and yeah, good to have Killer back. You know, he made it easy for me. He's a good talker, so yeah, it was really good to get a team performance like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Mark Corella slotting into the position you've been playing after almost a year out.
Yeah.
So good, not only to see him come through unscathed, but to contribute so much.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, I was really happy. I came sprinting over when he scored that try. You know, I know how much it'll probably mean to him to be back on the field and back scoring tries and kicking goals. So yeah, it's good to have him out there.
And a final word on the performance: 50 points to 6 against what could be a quite dangerous side. How good was that to get back into the saddle so soon after that disappointment against Toulouse?
Oh, really good. You know, I think we're building in the right direction again. We just need to keep building in that direction coming into the back end of the season. So as long as we can keep putting performances like that together, I think we'll be in good stead.
Cheers, Caleb. Well done today.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sean, a convincing win scoreboard-wise. What did you make of it? What did you take from it?
Oh, outstanding performance. You know, we wanted to start fast. I thought we started fast. We worked on some combinations with a new spine. I thought we were very good. I thought the effort was, I thought 1 to 17, you know, we had lads playing out of position and doing a great job. You know, we went down to 12 men. We, you know, defended our line with 12 men. I thought it was a really good performance, and it just it was really, I was really proud of them, because, you know, we've been through a bit of adversity last week with the loss, and for me, you know, they pulled together as a team and a collective group, and, you know, a squad. I thought I can't be more proud.
Mark Corella back after 11 and a half months out, kicking 7 goals, scoring a try, getting himself a 10-minute rest in the sin bin. What did you make of his return?
Outstanding. You know, it's not just that what you see with Mark, it's his talk and his composure and his calm, and he helped Thomas and Caleb out, and I just thought not just Mark but everyone played really well, you know, as he played in the centre for a bit and stuff like that, so I was really proud.
And Corella being back at fullback meant Caleb Aiken's in the house with Thomas Lacan. Thought they were both excellent. Caleb especially looked like he'd been playing there all season.
Well, when we signed him, we knew we could play at halves, so you know we can play fullback, halves, or centre. So that was kind of the backup plan. So you know, obviously, I think they're going to get better as the season goes along, and they get those combos going. But like I say, you know, I couldn't be more proud. Obviously, disappointing score right at the last minute, you know. So obviously that's a bit gutting because I want to keep them to 0. But yeah, you know, you can't fault it. You know, was it 50 points to 6, something like that? Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Final thought: straight back to winning ways after that setback last week. What does that tell you about the set of players that you've got? Just that they've got so much resilience as a team and work ethic. We probably had our best training week this week, and sometimes after, like I spoke to you before, after a loss, you learn a lot about players, and it could have gone that way or it could have gone that way, and it definitely went that way. So, you know, I was like I say, I'm over the moon.
Onward, Sean. Well done.
Thank you.